I'm Alex.
Alex, nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
This is my daughter, Emma. Hi.
Hi there. You Richard?
I'm Richard.
I'm Sandy.
Nice to meet you, Sandy.
Hello there.
That's my daughter, Emma. She helps me with some video stuff, so
Okay, good.
she's going to run a camera for a few minutes for us. Is that okay?
Of course.
Well, this is it. Let's take a closer look. Have you ever ridden an e-bike or anything before?
I did in a parking lot on Pine Island,
Pine Island, yep.
and
Pine Island Bike Works?
I think so, right at the intersection as you come
I haven't been
in.
down there. I just know that Pine Island Bike Works is
Yeah,
down there. And
yeah.
Maybe.
He customizes his own electric bikes.
yeah.
How do the? I only did it in the parking lot, and I felt tippy.
Right.
Yeah. So,
But you weren't riding one like this. You're riding one that's probably taller.
yes, it was.
This
The
one's not gonna
lower is better.
Yeah, this one's not going to feel as tippy at all, and this one's actually pretty safe. I'm not saying it won't ever, but it is pretty safe, and I'll walk with you as we go out and test it.
I'm not familiar with gears at all. 100 years ago, I had
That's fine.
a bike with no gears.
Yep, I understand. So we're not going to have to worry about these at all. In fact, we're just going to leave those alone. We won't even mess with those yet. We're going to work with the electronic gear over here, which controls your speed.
Okay.
This pretty much controls how much you have to put into the pedal to get it to move, but I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. We're going to probably mostly use throttle to begin with,
Throttle.
just so you can kind of cruise around on it nice and
Okay.
easy. Then if you feel like you want to try to pedal, then we can try that.
Okay.
Let's go back down here,
Okay.
and that way we can get it on flat ground for you. Why don't you just hop on there and see how it feels. That seat does, oh, and you can lift this up to get it out of your way.
Okay.
That seat does slide forward a little bit more, and it also slides back a little bit, so you can decide if that's something that it needs to change a little bit. You decide. Is that okay where it's at? Can you put your feet on the pedals? It's going to be hard for you to get it up there. There you go. Is that easier to get your foot up?
I have to get. This is my hard foot.
Okay, so I'll help you with it. There you go. Because you want them up there, out of the way.
Now, here's the problem. I'm not sure my knee will go all the way around.
Okay.
I have both spurs. So at physical therapy, I can do it, but I have to kind of go slow, see if we get started.
Okay. So we can do that to begin with. If you want, before we even turn it on, we can just try a little bit, and I'll just walk with you, and we'll just push,
Okay.
and you can just see how it feels. Does it feel like it's gonna go around for you?
I lost it.
Yeah, you did lose it, didn't you? There you go.
Maybe,
What about-
Maybe I need to scoot back a little bit.
Does it feel like that foot's in a good position now, or?
Well, let's see if I can make the circle.
I actually had bone spurs on my hip, in my hip socket,
Ooh.
but that was 15 years ago, and I had to have surgery to get them taken off. So I know what that's like.
Well, they said that they can't take them off. They have to do knee replacement.
Ooh,
So our plan is for me to next September do it.
right?
Alex, I'm doing this on my own. I'm not pedal assist.
No, you're not. The ground is nice and flat right here.
We're interested in whether you will fall down on some curve.
Right. Well, we're going to test that out here in just a second because we'll make a
That's
turn.
what she does best, falling
Oh no!
side.
Let's move to the left a little bit. What we'll do. Okay, and then you pedal a little bit, and we'll turn and we'll go back the other way. So go ahead and turn the steering wheel. There's nobody behind us. And I'm going to give you a little push here because it's going uphill a little bit here. Yeah, that's
good.
there you go. Rotate it backwards, and then that allows you to get your foot on there maybe. Nope.
I could get it. I'll get it.
Okay. Got to figure out a way to do it best. There you go.
Let's see how we do.
So, since this is the one that gives you the most trouble, it seems like, right? So maybe every time you start, make sure the pedal is down on this side, so
Yeah.
it's easier to get this foot on.
Foot should start.
Okay, I'm going to temporarily change these gears right here. Keep pedaling though. Keep pedaling. We're going to change the gear a little bit. make it a little bit easier for you to pedal. And I can go lower than that and make it a little bit easier if you want. Because right now everything's manual. We haven't even turned it on yet.
Alex, I'm doing it without pedal assist, right?
Yeah.
Is that true?
You are? I got my hand right here just helping you guide a little bit, but I'm going to turn loose and you can see what it feels like completely on your own. See that? There you go.
This looks like it's twisted a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's supposed to be that way.
Oh,
What it is, you can open it up and fold these down. If you want to transport it or something, it folds off to the side.
That's
what turns that
think
way.
we could get it in the Lexus, though.
No, probably not with this, because this doesn't fold. So you got that whole height right there. That would be the
That's a
problem.
shame they didn't do that on the seat. That would
Yeah.
All right, you want to see me do a U-turn, Alex?
You want to do a U-turn?
Whenever you want.
No one coming? I'm going to help you get around the curve here because you're going uphill just a little bit. So I'm going to help you a little bit. All right. Oh, slipped off again.
Catch it, catch it, catch it.
There you go. It's kind of like figuring out, a technique, what works best for you.
Well, let's try it with a little help from the machine.
All right, let's pull off to the side because we need to talk about that for a second. First,
Okay.
we're just going to get out of the road for a minute. Right there.
Thank you for being so patient.
You're welcome. All right, stop right here. So your brakes, I want to make sure you know how to use your brakes. Can you grab those okay and squeeze them? Okay, because once the machine is going, once the motor is turning, that's how you stop, okay? You got to be able to squeeze your brakes.
Okay.
As soon as you squeeze your brakes, the motor shuts off.
Okay.
But you're still going to coast,
Uh-huh.
so you need to pull the brakes
And
and
then
to
the
get it to
brakes
stop.
finish it.
The brakes finish it, that's correct.
Okay. Can you go to just tiny assists?
I'm going to put you in number 1.
Okay.
It's still, I'm concerned it might be a little fast, and here's why. When we put it in number 1, if we use the throttle only, we can give it just a little bit, and it's going to start moving. If you start pedaling, let me back up. If you're not using the throttle, but you decide to start to pedal, when you start to move the pedals, the motor senses that you're moving the pedals. The motor's going to kick in, okay? And it's going to start pushing you along. It's automatically going to go as fast as level number 1. That's the slowest level. I don't remember what level number 1 is on this bike. It might be like 7 miles an hour. I don't remember. But as soon as the motor says, okay, we're moving, we're going to go somewhere, and I'm going to start, it's automatically going to take you to 7 miles an hour. There's no in between, so you can't go slower than that when you're pedaling.
That could be.
It could be,
But
it could be tricky.
Because my knees will have to go around that fast.
Correct. Well, no, because if you stop pedaling, the motor's going to go back into a neutral, and then you'll just coast again. So you pedal or you stop pedaling.
So pedaling also brakes, so to speak.
When you stop pedaling, it causes the motor to stop. Yes, correct.
But you're still coasting.
But you'll still coast
And then you use this.
and use that to stop. But once you start to pedal again, the motor's going to say, "Okay, we're going somewhere," and it's going to pick up and go again. You understand? Kind of. We'll take it nice and slow as we can, and I'll walk beside you. We're going to start it right here. So we're going to put the button on to start.
So this is the brake, and when I stop pedaling, it will.
I can't see. Oh, I think I got to hit the power button down here.
Are we in throttle?
There we go.
Did we do anything with throttle?
No, we're not going to do anything, so just stay off of that for right now. I can't see the display. Too much sun out here. There it is. Oh my goodness, it's hard to see.
Yeah. Oh, I see it now. 0.
Oh, it's just the angle. From over here, I can't see anything. There we go.
Yeah. See, you can see it
Okay.
here.
So we're in number 1, okay?
So if I
Let's-
push my pedal, it's going to jump and go.
After you reach a certain point in that rotation, it's not always immediately. Sometimes it's like a half a rotation, then it wants to start going, okay? But I'm going to be right here with you. I'm also going to hold the brakes, okay? So I'll stop you if I need to.
Okay.
And you'll feel it kind of kick in a little bit. See there?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what it feels like. Now, I think what's going to happen, what I'm seeing already, the motor is going to want to go faster than what you're able to pedal. That's why you feel that clunking noise, because you're not able to keep up fast enough with it. I think that's...
But that doesn't hurt the vehicle, right?
No, it doesn't hurt it at all. It's just a little annoying for you when you're trying to ride it, because you'll feel that clunk when you're not able to keep up with it. You'll feel that dead space where nothing's really happening. You see how the motor stopped? There you go. And there you started the pedal and it took off again.
I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would.
I think you're doing fine.
It's just my knee is
Such a problem, huh?
yeah, it's terrible. So to safely slow down and turn.
Okay, so let's talk about turning. Oh, that seat wasn't locked in. It is now. I heard it click. When you turn, it's best to only use the throttle. And I say that because when you're turning one, you don't want to be turning and have your pedal maybe get close to the ground like a traditional bike. But also, you can control your speed better here, and you can actually go a little slower.
Okay.
Whereas here, remember, it's automatically going to take you up to the
So
fastest
do I
speed.
shut this off?
Nope.
No.
Just don't pedal.
Don't pedal.
Just don't pedal.
Then let this thing carry me.
Yep. But what we're going to do, watch, you only have to move it a little bit, like a motorcycle, just a little bit, and it's going to, see, there it goes. And so let me get on this side of you. I'm going to give you a little gas to help you get out of the road because somebody was coming, okay?
I see your point, though, that, see, this is like a speed gas pedal.
Exactly. Exactly like a gas pedal. Like a motorcycle or a moped, you know, they have the on the handle. That's exactly what that is.
So now it's not turning.
Yep, you just got to twist it a little bit.
Oh, I'm going this way.
Yep, there you go.
All right.
There you go.
So if I just want to cruise along and not pedal,
You could just cruise along.
This is your gas pedal.
Exactly.
So if I got stuck and couldn't get home, this
You
would take me
would just
home.
you would just use that and it'd take you home. Is that cool?
It is cool. I'm getting quite a workout here.
Oh no, I do this all the time whenever I'm doing test rides with people.
So do I buy it from you if I buy this?
No, you would still buy it from the company. You just go to their website and buy it from them, and they'd ship it to you. This is my personal one, so I just allow people to do test rides.
It's awfully nice.
So whenever you're cruising along, if you decide you want to start pedaling again, you can start pedaling. Even if you're using this, you can use both at the same time. It's just whether or not, you know, it works for you. Some people rather do one or the other, but not both.
So to slow down,
To slow down, you just turn loose of it because there's a spring in there. See that? It automatically goes back to the beginning. And if you turn that too much, then you'll actually start going faster and faster.
I'm just going to the park here.
Okay.
Alex, would you like to try it?
If you'd like to spend some more time on it, you can spend some more time on it.
I was wondering if we could compare it to the Moon Cool. Do you think for my situation, Moon Cool would be too much?
I think it might be. Only because, and I'm happy to show it to you, only because the Moon Cool sits a little taller,
Oh,
it's not nearly as safe as this.
Well, that's the issue for
Yeah,
me. I
yeah.
think.
Out of all the trikes that I've tested and I've worked with, this is the safest as far as not tipping. By far, this is the safest.
That's what she loves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She loves to tip.
I would bring
Yeah.
this. I would bring this closer to me,
Yep.
just an inch.
And we could.
Oh, this is
So you can, let's see, unlock it by doing that,
Yeah, I think it's too high.
and then we can do that, or if we need to, we can adjust this.
Let's just
Something like that.
Yeah, I think. Now, my next question is, I have a lift. You know, I'm worried about transporting it,
Mm-hmm.
and with the bike out of another one I looked at, they said you could have a welder extend your lift and maybe put it on there, but I don't know how wide this is.
Yeah. This one's probably, I think this one's about 31 inches, if I'm not mistaken, or so.
You want to lower the.
I have seen other people where they modified them just that way, and they add like an little extension on the side and something on the front to hold the front wheel.
Okay.
So that's something
It's
that is
doable.
possible. It is doable.
Now this doesn't reverse, right?
It does reverse.
It does reverse. It
Um,
reverses, Alex.
This is the two buttons that you use to go faster and faster and faster. It goes up to 5, okay? For your situation, you probably want to keep it in 1. But if you go down to 0, that means nothing works. If you go down one more, it looks like that.
Revere.
But if you give it a little bit of throttle, it'll go in reverse now.
Oh.
See?
There I go.
So if you get yourself into a situation where you needed to back up, you could a little bit.
Yeah.
And then to go forward again, all you do is hit the top button to put it back in 0, then put it back in 1, and then you can take off and go.
I forget what the middle thing was.
So that was the power button. That was just to turn it on and off.
Oh, that turns the system on.
Yeah, it turns the
But
whole.
you also have to turn it on down there.
So what happens, this battery sometimes will go to sleep, and when it goes to sleep, you push this button and nothing's happening.
That wakes it up.
You have to hit the little button down there just to wake it up.
What does it cost to replace a battery? Is that?
Typically, you don't have to worry about it. But most batteries, this is a 20 amp hour battery, it's probably going to be like $500 or $600. Batteries are really expensive. But it's not like some other battery products that you have where you have to, you know, after a year you have to replace it. Typically, these will last a long time. Yeah, they typically last a very long time.
I like the baskets. That's cool.
Yeah, it's got a little lid on there too. So
Yeah, that's really cool. And then you could buy a back basket too, I think.
he's got one now. He's got a newer version of this coming out in January. I think it's on his website already, and it does have a basket. This one wasn't designed for the basket. So
The pictures that I saw had back
yeah,
baskets.
and if you order that one, that would be the one you would get, because this is this year's model from a few months ago, and he's already made some changes. Also, the seat is a little different. On the other one, the backrest is mesh, so it breathes a little easier. Where this is just a solid, like a, you know, fake leather. Put that in there to be able to latch in a cane or a flagpole or something like that.
I thought that usually
Like a
it's
canopy.
pole with a canopy.
You know what? Honestly, you could probably put like an umbrella or something. Maybe not on a windy day,
Yeah.
you know, but
Now, this is one pedal assist number 1.
that's correct.
And so I don't need this right now. I just need pedal assist 1.
Okay, and so when you start to pedal, there it goes. Feel it take off?
Don't drive home, Sandy. Yeah.
But if I stop pedaling, it just cruises to stop.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, we're gonna go. Here we go on.
Look at you go. I did not tell you you could probably do it. Look at you. You're out here doing it.
There's certainly bone spur issues. I feel it.
Yeah, I imagine you do. Which way you want to go? Want to go in that way? Don't let your foot slip off the pedal there. The next most dangerous thing, other than on some trikes where they like to tip, this one isn't dangerous. The next dangerous point is people putting their feet down and then they run themselves over with the back tires. Because what a lot of people do, they're used to riding a regular bike, and when you come to a stop, you have to put your feet down.
Yeah, yeah.
But you got two wheels sitting in.
That was my experience as a teenager.
Yeah.
I'm
And,
76 now. So.
oh my goodness. Well, yeah, so that's the thing. Just try to remember to keep your feet on the pedals, or if they slip off, don't let them get behind you, because then you'll hit the back tire. Thank you.
Good job. Thank you. I fell off my scooter twice, and
Oh no.
I had some head injuries, so that's my family's so protective.
Oh sure, sure.
And bicycling's hard for my knee.
Yeah.
But, I'm slowing down. I'm slowing down.
There you go.
Okay, now I'm gonna go, and it'll jump.
Just a little bit. Well, it will if you do this. Here's something else. Let me share this with you. Some people find that because the bikes are so heavy, they actually get started with this just to get that momentum, but then they turn loose and then they just keep pedaling. That way, because that way, standing still, it's just so much harder to kind of get going, right?
I feel that.
Yeah. So if you use this to get started,
Here we go. And
then start pedaling. Now
pedaling.
turn loose up here and just pedal.
And now,
Kinda makes
and then
sense.
that kicks over to this one working.
That's correct.